Today's question is, do probiotics help you lose weight? The answer is yes. Probiotics can help with weight loss in three specific ways. The first way they can help with weight loss is by helping us to curb hunger. Before I go any further, let me just introduce myself to those of you that are new here. My name is Cola, just like Coca-Cola. I am certified as a personal trainer. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I'm just here to help in every way that I can. For my returning Cocoa Puffs was good. I cannot believe how much I am enjoying making these webcam videos. I'm loving it. So yeah, anyway, back to the topic. Do probiotics help us lose weight? The second way that probiotics can help us with weight loss is by providing us with more energy. So if you're a person that loves carbs like me, you need those probiotics to actually extract energy from the carbs, and hopefully we're going to use that energy to do some Koboko Fitness workouts at kobokofitness.com. The third way that probiotics can really help us with weight loss is by helping us with mood management. I know that for a lot of people, especially the people that work 9 to 5 jobs at offices, there's just that tendency to want to comfort ourselves with food. And by taking probiotics, it can really help with mood management so that we're more stable and generally happier and don't have a need to use food to medicate feelings of sadness, loneliness, purposelessness, lovelessness, whatever it is that's going on. I want to share my experience as well, but something I do want to point out, and I'm kind of sad to say this, but it's the truth, and that is that probiotics don't help us lose weight by eating the fats. So I just wanted to make that clear so nobody runs out and buys probiotics thinking that that's going to be the thing that's going to help with fat loss. It does help, but just not in that direct way. I wish it was a situation where you eat a probiotic thing and the fat just gets chumped, like, like Pac-Man. And said I was going to share some of my personal experience with this. I have been taking probiotics religiously for at least 2 years straight, and I talked about this on my podcast. If you're a Double Diamond member on my website, go listen to my podcast, The Mess. I go into a lot of detail about my experience, and I will include links to the probiotics I have personally taken. I wish I had them here. I can tell you I've used Physician's Choice probiotics. I've also used Saccharomyces boulardii. I use the Jarrow's brand. And right now I'm taking Vitalitown's probiotic supplement. Before you go and buy these supplements, this is something else I really want to share, is before taking probiotics, it's important to know which bacteria your own body is specifically missing. When I first started taking probiotics, I just bought the one that looked the best, and later on, I learned that I needed to take the ones that my body specifically needed. So how do you figure out which probiotics are right for you? The only way I know is to go and take a gut test that shows which bacteria you have too much of, too little of, blah, blah, blah. And then when you're buying a probiotic supplement, look at the list to see if it has the ones that you are specifically missing. I know it's a lot of work to do this, but trust me, it is better to do that front work than to buy a probiotic that you don't need and it's not going to produce those results. We don't all need the same ones. The test that I took is called the GI map test, and I recommend it with some hesitation because it's expensive, it's difficult to understand if you don't have a background in all of this stuff, but it is very thorough and it's fun. For me at least. But if you have $400 that you're not using, you can take a GI map test. I think there are less expensive options, and I intend to do some experimentation with some less expensive options. And if y'all are interested, I may share my experience with those as well, because like I said, I have fun with this kind of stuff. If you don't want to do all that work to research probiotics, take tests, and all of that, you can simply just eat certain foods that have probiotics in them. Yogurt is a very popular option. Kefir is very popular. Kombucha is also great. Miso also has it. It's just that for me, I always just have this feeling that I would rather just take a probiotic tablet that has exactly what I need and in large doses, because how many cups of yogurt am I going to have to eat to get the amount of bacteria that I want to have in my gut? You know what I mean? And also, much as I used to love kefir, it has a lot of sugar in it. So if you're a person that's trying to manage your sugar intake, also be careful of that. Some of these yogurt brands, they're just full of sugar. Some of these kombucha brands, some of these food companies, man, they're not doing right by us. And also, when you take probiotics, so probiotics are the actual bacteria. They're the actual bugs that we need in our bodies to get the 3 weight loss benefits I talked about at the beginning of the video. Now, in order to keep these probiotics alive, because they are bacteria and they will die, so in order to keep them alive, it's important to also eat prebiotic foods. Prebiotic foods are foods that are rich in fiber. A good way to remember this is probiotics are the bugs, prebiotics is the food for the bugs. So prebiotic foods usually would be fruits and vegetables. Get your fruits and vegetables. And also beans are really good because they have fiber, and the good bacteria in our gut lives off of fiber. So the more fiber you get in your diet, the more you're feeding that bacteria. And the bad bacteria in our gut, I say do it like this because even though we say they're bad, we need them. But the bad bacteria, they feed off of sugar in the gut. So that's why people say reduce your sugar, increase your fiber. It's just to help with that balance. There are so many studies that have been done now that associate imbalances in the gut with obesity. So, I mean, the research is still young. It's not clear whether obesity is causing that imbalance or the imbalance is causing the obesity, but there is that correlation there, and it's really good for overall health, energy, hunger, mood to have a really good balance of probiotics. So, long story short, yes, probiotics are awesome for weight loss, but maybe not in the way that we want, maybe not in the way of attacking the actual fat and eating them up. But I definitely recommend either getting a probiotic supplement or eating more prebiotic foods. After everything I've said, you might still choose to just buy the most popular probiotic brand and just shoot your shot, and I can't fault you for that.